Welcome to the Museum of Aquarium and Pet History. Thank you again for coming. I hope you're doing well this week. All right, another earth-shaking 5-minute video with pet things that you cannot believe. All right, so this one here is a very interesting box. Very, very tall. We shall see. What is it? Okay. All right. Is this going to be the box that Gary cuts himself on? We shall see. Oh, interesting. Okay. I thought this was maybe a bird cage, but it's not a bird cage. It is a fishbowl stand. Interesting packing method. Oops. So this came from a woman who wanted to know what bowl this fit, and I told her it was a anchor hocking 2-gallon drum bowl, and then she proceeded to tell me, do you know anyone who wants to buy it? And then I asked her how much she wanted for it and made her an offer. Now, let me just tell you, this is probably early 1930s. So you're looking at Depression era. So that's why these are rare. Not a lot of people had fishbowl stands because they were expensive. You know, back then they were anywhere from $20 to $100 a piece, which was a lot of money there during the Depression. And when people get bowl stands like this, they're very problematic. Even though it's a beautiful fishbowl stand that holds the 2-gallon drum bowl that Anchor Hocking makes, but the drum bowl doesn't fit because the original ones had very flat fronts and backs, and the ones now that come out of machinery have wavy fronts and wavy backs. So you actually have to go to a metalsmith and have this tweaked so the bowl fits. Also, you've got this big nut thing here which shouldn't be that high, so that's got to be shaved off, and you've actually got to reverse it and put it almost underneath. So it definitely has to have modifications. These bowls are never, or these stands are never as easy as they seem, but you've got a very nice Art Deco base with gold paint on it. You've got a brass tubular rope centerpiece. You've got the 2 side ones. Sometimes these come with lights, sometimes lights on the side that come out, but this is a early 1930s fishbowl stand. I can't tell you the manufacturer, I don't know on this one. All right, but that's pretty cool. All right, so that's that one. I have one more box that came from my friend in England. Oops. Wait a minute. This one. Oops. Okay. Oh, she sent me 2 things. So she also had a little miner's cage. These are the kinds of cages that they would put down in the mines with a canary to make sure that there was no gas leaks that would basically wind up killing the miners. So miners would take their canaries down there, and they would take them out at night and take them home. And they really got attached to their canaries. That was pretty cool. This is bigger than the normal ones. Usually they're a little smaller than that. It has a little porcelain canary with his tail broken off. I've never seen one of those. That's very cool. It's got a couple of feeders, milk glass feeders that would have gone over here. And it's got a couple swings. And it's got a flat perch. Very cool. That is a very interesting miner's cage. Okay, I'm just dying to see this one, so I think we should open this one up. Since it took me so long to get the other one open, and I know you guys feel cheated if you just have one thing. So this, again, shipped from England, and I'm not sure what it was. So this should be interesting. Oops. Man, all kinds of packing material. Okay, all right. I hope it's not broken. So this is Terracotta. Possibly Johann Maresch. I never can say that. The person that does our German translations at the museum, Alex, I'm always asking him how to say German names, and my gosh, it's hard. Like Hugo Müllert is Müllert. And if you guys haven't read the articles on Hermann Rui, pretty fascinating. He owned the largest reptile, not reptile, but mammal, just animal dealership for 100 years. Most elephants came through Rui that went to zoos. Most of their founder stock was from Rui. In fact, during the war, the Germans gave Rui the license to run the Berlin Zoo. So he actually ran the Berlin Zoo. So if you haven't read the articles that Alex has translated, you should, because they're pretty darn cool. So that goes there. That goes there. This guy has a big hole in him, so he sits right there, and he's missing his fishing pole. And that is a little tabletop terracotta fishbowl ensemble that was probably made, I would bet, Germany or Austria, and I'm guessing 1910, because most of those companies went out of business at World War I. All right, so cool piece. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you had a great week, and I will see you again next week. Take care.